right. Hello, hello. I'm not talking to you, buds. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a late start today. Why is the bot not running? That's weird. Um, hmm, I don't know. Oh, the YouTube one. I don't know. It's weird. Uh, I don't know. Looks like it's working. Give me a weird message, but then it says it is not. All right, so some decent movement in the last 24 hours. Everything's moving a little bit more, thankfully, more than yesterday. Some interesting news this morning. German preliminary CPI on a monthly basis continuing to increase. And that was after a big raise, of 0.5, amid all the banking crisis. So CPI continuing to rise makes it look like the EU did the exact same, or the ECB did the right thing, because it is starting to accelerate on a monthly basis again. Final GDP came in lower than expected on a quarterly basis. Again, that was kind of a surprise for people and not necessarily the best of signs. Unemployment came exactly, I mean, not exact. I guess it was off by 2,000, but basically considered exact. No color change there at all. And then final GDP price index, again, 3.9. That's the expectation. Now, we do have some speeches coming up. We have Yellen speaking. We have the Swiss uh, government governor board meeting. I'm not familiar with this person, so I don't know really too much about it, but maybe we'll get something, maybe some Swiss movement because of it today. Stop. Kip is obviously on my last nerve again this morning already. That's why we stop. You don't eat it. No, you don't need to eat that. And then throughout the rest of the day, we should see again the Tokyo core CPI number, expected to be lower than what we had last time, but I don't know that this is going to necessarily be the biggest mover today. Um, I think overall, um, it's going to obviously be a late night thing, and it's so close to that manufacturing number for China. Um, I don't know that it's going to, it's considered a medium impact. We may see some yen movement today because of it. 3.1 showing that the core CPI is actually lowering a little bit. May give us some, actual true weakness, but I feel like this at this point it's already going to be factored in. But you're pulling. I can't turn my head. All right, there we go. Just chill. You don't have to play with this cord. I don't think it'll be in much. As far as what Yellen says today, and we may get something out of there. It's at 3:45, so it's kind of at the end of the market. Maybe it helps at the end of the day rally just a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be anything earth shattering like today. I think most of the movement will happen from now till then. So the final GDP number will be something that people talk about. As far as big pip changes, I mean, I guess the euro dollar percentage wise is the most right now at 76. And again, because of the CPI data, that's why that's a little bit higher. Dollar, a little bit of weakness coming back in again, pretty much across the board. Euro pound, again, the euro is up a little bit on that one, obviously because of the German CPI data. And then the pound yen up 113, not a lot. It's not, about what, 75% of an ATR, a daily ATR. So it's okay, but nothing that I'm like, ooh, look at that. It's not an outlier right now. In the next 24 hours, again, we do see some CPI data coming in on a yearly basis for the euro. Again, that's 7.1. That's a big drop, especially when you're seeing Germany, right, on a monthly basis going higher. So, the core is expected to go a little bit higher. I'm wondering if these may be a little bit, at least this yearly CPI estimate is a little bit too conservative. If this comes in at a 7.3, 7.4, is that going to be a big day for the euro? And again, it is right at that 5:30 window, so you got to be thinking 5:30 reversal. GDP on a monthly basis for CAD is supposed to be good. If this comes in at a point 3, point 2, could that be a tanker for the CAD? It absolutely could be. And then obviously the US, this is a big one. The core PCE price index coming in at point 0.4. They can say, oh, look, it's lower. But again, that's another rise, right? Last time it was supposed to be point 0.4, came in at point 0.6. Even if it comes in at point 0.4, I mean, this is not showing that we're controlling it, right? I mean, again, we've had bank crashes and raises more than anybody likes. You see right here, the Fed's preferred inflation gain seen staying elevated again. Yeah, I mean, if everything we have is working, why wouldn't this be coming down? So maybe it is. If it does come in at below a point 0.4, point 0.3 or point 0.2, we should see a good amount of dollar weakness tomorrow. But if it comes higher, There's every reason why we could have a dollar spike. So this will be a big release tomorrow morning on Friday to set us off today. And then obviously Chicago PMI, consumer sentiment, Lagarde speaking, and then Waller speaking. So kind of boom, 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 boom with speeches right after that one. But this core PCE, this is a very important one on a monthly basis. Yeah, seeing point 0.4 just shows that it is continuing to be elevated. So yeah, not really what you're looking for, right? So we'll see where that one goes. As far as VIX is just kind of staying firm, right? It didn't do much yesterday, kind of, went back and forth, but closed a little bit lower. In the overnight here, we got more movement than we did yesterday, right? But not much. It's still kind of, excuse me, just maintaining. Yeah. I will have one cup, like half a cup of coffee. It's not fully working yet. You can see, it's down 0.5%, and all the indices are up about the same. I'd say, average around zero point 0.6. You have one at 0.8, one at 0.45. Um, with the data this morning, right? With the data this morning, looking at this here, you may say, well, this is bad, right? It's bad, but, looking at final GDP, like, is that going to tank the market? I mean, they may say, oh, look at that, GDP's down. But what are the reasons that it's down? And will, GDP lowering, right? Because again, the Fed is looking at growth. Do they want to see this go down? May they make this a little bit softer, the raises a little bit softer in the future because now we're seeing GDP go that direction. Yeah, it's possible, right? It's possible. So, just one of those things to look out for. Now, is the dollar really moving? Yeah. And it's funny. The news came out here, but what has the dollar done? Just straight down, right? From yesterday's kind of peak. Now I am surprised that when this one came back again, it's like, oh wait, and then late last night at midnight, it just went straight down. So I mean, like midnight was here. Does the market seem like it knew what the news was going to be GDP wise? Yeah, kinda, right? I mean, it's done really nothing go down. And it had an impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse down. You know, So, yeah, kind of like the market already knew, right? You're seeing Apple, Tesla both up a little bit. Commodities for the most part, minus natural gas, are up just a little tiny bit. I mean, gold's up 0.15, right? It's really nothing. And again, until tomorrow, I would actually expect both these to rise tomorrow for that core PCE. Oil 73.5. It's all right. We would like to get it back down to 63.5. And natural gas back down to 215. It did actually spike yesterday and then kind of pulled back down. It is showing a minus 1.56. Um, so well within the range of what it can do for a day, but again, approaching that kind of lower side of that too again. Looking at the Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar, we knew we had some levels up here. We had a few marked off. The big one was obviously going to be the 72.20. You can see we missed this. It came up to 72.18.5. So missed it by a pip and a half for the reversal. It's like, really? Really? So yeah, unfortunately that happens sometimes. And yeah, it had a nice little pullback. So it did actually go back to a level that you're looking at and saying, oh, look, a 50%. Yeah, I say, 60% or 50% right there. The news came out and then we see the pop there. I would expect to continue to see this pushing to the downside. We know we have buyers sitting down here at 66.87. So, it's all right. Right. Um, it always stinks when you miss it by that close, basically the spread. Um, and I think looking for a profit target to the downside right now, I think you got to be looking at this level right here. Oops, not that one. It's this one. Put this here and put your profit target right there. So, yeah, so 72.20. And again, it's so unfortunate that it missed by just that little tiny bit, right? But right now, I think these are the three levels that we're looking for as far as potentials, right? Actually, let's see. Is that. Yeah, it's right around the 50. You can see that level right there, that target, that 66.67. It's kind of bracketed in between the 50 and 61.8. It has hit it 2 times already, right? And you could kind of make a, there could be an argument made that they are a retest of this, right? There could be a retest because this touched and this touched. But as far as targets go, the target is 66.67, right? Kip is actually sitting in my lap trying to go back to sleep today, so he must have went to sleep last night late. hysterical. What did you do to Kip? Sorry, I just sent it to her. Like, he's asleep. It's not even 10:50. His nap was all screwed up. He skipped all his naps yesterday. I think Melissa let him sleep from like 5 to 6, and then I have no idea. I had a game last night, so those are the three levels I think we look at. I do think that there could be some selling coming in here though. So if we're looking for a little bit of like a 10:30 reversal today, um, we do have a nice little base and a confirmation touch. So there could be some selling coming in right here, right at 66.12, 67.12, right? So not a bad little level. Again, the front run is like, oh, really? So, but I do think this one comes down today. Target 66.67. Also yen. So also, yeah, we had a nice little pullback here, right? We pulled back, we kind of came back in, we went lower. Right now, as we bring this up, right, we are messing around with this top section. This side right here is obviously out. We don't need it. It got chopped through. Take this one up. So right now, I'm a huge fan of this, right? It went higher and then started the base and then finally fell through. It did touch. It did touch. Guess you're snoring. It's Kip. He's literally snoring in my lap right now. I do like this right here. I think we look for sellers there or buyers right there. I really don't want to use this. I'd like to see if we can get a little confirmation in here. So if this ends up being the peak, right? You can see that 23.6 is back here. We have a level of basing. It's confirmed. It's an old level that was broken. Again, one confirmation, two, three, four, broke. It based on the top, came through, and then touched on the other side. So as far as taking it for a long, it's a little bit riskier for a long, but I do think it's a great target on any type of short. But right now, we need some type of a confirmation in there. I do think it's very, very high on the curve. It is a 23.6, so people will be targeting that if it starts to roll to the downside. Um, we need to see a red, green, red confirmation on this one of a flip because it's just, I don't want to use this candle. I don't like this candle. This area here is a little bit weird. Um, but really, until we come back up again, I don't have any like strong, right? We don't necessarily have any. This one's already hit once, but I don't think we have anything strong until up here. That's one to six. So, yeah, so we got plenty of room to run. And again, this may just be the pullback and it may just continue to grind higher. If it does, 90.15. Um, but if we do get a red, green, red, look for targets at 88.38. Kind of target one, target two is 87.95. Just torn. I don't know if I want to take this one as a long, but I mean, it has potential. How big is it? How much risk is it? It's only 13. Man, it's so tempting. It's like, oh, So tempted to say pull the trigger on that one because it got a nice touch, a nice touch. So, oh, we'll see how it comes down. Like I said, we got to see where this reversal comes in. It may continue to go higher, and it may pull back into like this level here. So we'll see. Right now, again, with it being green, we don't have any of the confirmation of a reversal. So right now, it is still ticking. So right now, we're rooting for 90.15. Euro dollar. All right, so euro dollar. We're looking for the short. Yesterday we're sitting right in this area. Now we did get a base. It was a little sloppy. It came out the bottom and then kind of hit and came back down again. This is one of those ones you have to kind of readjust it for more near term, right? As it starts to come through, you can see it had the base there. The 23.6 was obviously involved with this one. It needed to be there, right? There's where the base was. Well, basically, you had to do one of two things. One, you had to take this level here, right? But here's the near term base because we're looking for this is a little bit too far for 23.6. But when you go here, you can see this is playing off that 23.6, and you can see that it went well beyond. Why is it not? Oh, there we go. Right here to there. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't the bottom. Where we are now. Okay, so we talked about this, and that's pretty close. This one we were not interested in. Let's all the way up. Base right there at the 23. I do love this one for a reversal. 106. Daily ATR of 91. Love this though. God, can we just get one more green push? How far does it need to go? Oh, can we just get one more push of 13? God, if we can get one more push to 13, I do like this one as a reversal to the downside. It's playing with this though right now. Hmm. Oh, God, it's right there. This is gonna be one of those ones that it's like, do patience, but it's like, oh, it's trying to leave though. Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, it's only 14. I like a lot about this. Again, we know the zone is at 109.30. I'm kind of trying to use this here, assuming that we're going to get a front run on it. Being 10 o'clock right now, seeing the pause on this one, it's like, oh, do we use patience and wait for this? Or do we assume that it's going to be here, that we're going to be front run off this last level of basing? Right? So we don't have a confirmation yet. Ugh. It's close. God, if this would just go here and close, then it'd be like, okay, pull it. It's not a bad one. Not a bad one. Again, I love the reversal time. I love the push up. I love a lot about this one. I do. I think it's I think it just is there anything that can help us? Gosh, Carrie's speaking at one. Yeah, I think there's one in here, but it's like, oh, give me the confirmation to pull the trigger. Again, we do not have it. Confirmation is not there. It was close, right? Not a close below. So yeah. So I mean, once we pull a confirmation on this one, we're good. But it's maybe it comes up and that's where we get the confirmation. So yeah, need the confirmation. But there's something in this one. Euro pound. Let's see what we got with euro pound. It did break out the top. Ah, you got stopped out at break even. That's unfortunate that that spike happened. So it made it to a 1 to 1 8. So yeah, you got stopped out, probably sitting right there. So you got a little bit out of this one. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate, but yeah, you should have. Once we were up 1.8, you're not risking 1.8 to make 1.2. So your stop loss should have been minimum at worst case scenario at break even. But again, I always say, hey, get a couple out of this one. Make sure you cover yourself spread wise at least. Take 3, 4 out of this one. You were up at its peak. You're up 12, so yeah, take like 4 or 5 out of that one. Worst case scenario. So yeah, worst case you got stopped at a break even. It is what it is. It did grab that one. Yeah. So what it did was it went up. This is one of those ones where it's in such close proximity, right? There's a wick against a wall right here, and that's what it grabbed into. So we'll see. It's not quite there yet. So this one still may turn and fold. But if you took the 8820 trying to play like the fast hit here, you got the 1.8, probably got stopped out of break even, banked a few in that one. There is this base drop. And again, you may say, I don't see drop. Where's this base, right? See it there? I guess I'm going to have to go to 5 to really see it. See it here? Right there. And that's what you're running into right now. So, yeah, I think this one was a stop out, but I wouldn't be surprised if we rolled there. Yeah, I mean, right now this is justified to be going higher with that European data, but I think we're going to be running out of steam here pretty soon. What time did that came out early, right? Mm, 3-ish. There's a 3 o'clock candle. So as we're rolling into the new session, we should see some reversal at this point. So yeah, there's a reversal coming in here. I feel like it's going to be the 61. Like I said, nice little push back down again. Found buyers, but I think it's going to run out real soon here. Euro yen. All right, so euro yen. So we talked about this one breaking above and saying, hey, listen, there's nothing slowing this down. There's a bit of a racetrack right here. If I push this across, you can see that again we're hitting the same area. We're kind of stalling right now, which is what you expect of this one high. Right, we can run this all the way up now, and yeah, it's got a clear run to the 23. We knew once we broke through, we weren't going to have much yet. That's why we had this green here. Let's pull that. We can leave that there. Yeah, got our red in, got our green. Not there yet. But yeah, I still think this one. I think this is a good turn. Right there. Look at that. Not even back to the origin of the move. That's 7:30. So yeah, go with that one too. Pound dollar. Oh, well, we were looking for the pullback. Look at that right there. That sucks. No entry, no entry. There's your entry in, right? Now, depending on how you play this, um, remember Harry Potter's. You have a few ways to play it. You can play the hit, or you can wait till it kind of bases and then comes back up again to make sure that it's a good hit. This one you may have gotten in a few different places. But worst case, this may have stopped you out on the bottom. What did it go past? It's unfortunate because this wick here by 1.2. So it's got a 1.7 spread on it, or 1.9 spread on it, and it went past 1.2 through the bottom of that zone. So you may or may not have gotten stopped out on that one. Yeah, nice little rally to the top side. I would say that this is probably due to reverse right now, based off of what we see. Again, it's been basically straight up. Yeah, it's been European session is there, right? Up 5:30, reverse back down again. News came out and pushed it higher. So yeah. All right, let's pull that off now. Let's pull this up. Let's make all our adjustments for today. Man, it's so close. Huh. Yeah, I think this one retraces right now, probably to this level. Um, and look at that. I didn't draw off the 23. I drew it off the bottom of this candle for profit pick targeting, but it's actually the 23.6. So yeah, it probably makes a lot of sense right there. Probably makes a lot of sense. Five. The reason I'm looking at this push, is again because of this and this. Like 4 hours. Yeah, I'd like to see. So Cash Curry is at what, 1 o'clock? Yeah, he's at 1 and then 3:45. Hmm. Wonder if that's going to be the catalyst to drop us. I'm wondering if Kashkar, whatever Kashkari says, I wonder if that's what's going to be used to push it down, and then when Yellen talks, it shoots it right back up again. Yeah, interesting spot. Interesting spot. Yeah. My belief is right now, yeah, I see the dollar strength rolling back in because the profit taking from overnight has to come in sometime. It's better to do it before Kashkari and Yellen speak. All right. So we knew we had some news here, and we hit it and rolled back down. And then it came back up again and grabbed the next level and is already starting to come back. I think this one off from yesterday. Let's run this up now to here. Okay, news is out. Again, ran up before the news. The news came out and pushed it right back down. Um, I think absolutely without a doubt, you got to be looking at this 23.6. Right. Look at the way that it's been basing off this level. Again, this was not a 23 all in here, but yet now that it's all the way up, it's absolutely a 23. So I think profit target number one is right here to the downside. Right. I mean, technically we should be clear all the Doesn't even go to the start of the move. We can pull this guy off now. It's been hit enough times. Dollar CAD. So Dollar CAD yesterday triggered, but it didn't. We wouldn't have got in, right? It popped the alert, but again, that's not a Harry Potter entrance. Ideally, we would have wanted this to pull back here, right? It came down, it came back up, and is pushing to the downside. So, um, look at that. Point 0.8. Point 0.8. So not even a pip. Not even a pip. Yeah. And now we're bouncing off a level we should. And again, I'm good with this one. The 9:30 open with the U.S. session rolling all the way back to the top side. So it looks like we missed the Harry Potter on there, right? Unfortunately, by point 0.8. Yeah, that's annoying. That would be the other side. So let's take this long down low. And right now you're up 1.6. So again, free trade on this one. Yeah, we clear that now. Down. So get that. It fits right in. So, there you go. Here's our target in dollar Swiss. And you can see we went through and based through that target. That was European session open. Did we come all the way down and grab it? We did. All right. Nothing to do right now. We're 3/4 of the way through the trade. So if you're in this one, again, stop losses, break even. I'd set myself. I don't even know. Could we do it on a smaller time frame? Yeah. Yeah. So dollar yen. We can continue this across. Right. So this one, you would have got triggered. That was yesterday. That was yesterday. Man, there's the 11 o'clock candle. Um, it looks great right now. Well, when I say it looks great, it's up 49 right now, right? Because this time yesterday, we were here, right here, right? And now it's right here. But in one candle, in 15 minutes, well, at 11, it's 17 pips. So it's deteriorating very, very quickly. Um, out. It'll be mad. People mad that this one missed. It hit the demand zone. Just didn't hit the 23. Yeah, so that's not bad. I mean, you could potentially take a reversal now if you wanted to. Again, it is 10-17. We're seeing it reverse, although I do like more the dollar strength, but it's probably going to be more of a yen play on this one. Reversing back down. I think I like the Harry Potter better. You have the base here. You kind of have some touches. It went pretty deep in there and based out of it and kind of got front runner again. So when it does come through, the next time it should be able to take that little drop. And this one is what, 18 pips for 55 in the other direction. So that one's not horrible to the downside. So why are you blowing up my phone? Oh man, Disney, you. I may have to rethink Disney Plus there. My Disney Plus membership just got a message. I get it. It's like a through Verizon. It's going from 7.99 to 10.99. Like that's quite a steep. That's like more than Netflix type increases, right? For something that's an $8 a month subscription, and you're going to go from 7.99 to 10.99. I feel like that's quite a hike, right? I feel like that's quite a hike. All right. So as far as this one goes, we have another Harry Potter sitting all the way up here, right? That's the next real. Again, we're trying to take over this racetrack, so this is something we have coming up in the future, right? Where we're able to punch through this line. Um, I don't. You know what? I'll put an alert on that one, but I don't think we're going to get there before the end of the week. This one I'm not interested in Harry Potter above this one. We have too many sellers sitting over here. So yeah, so right now, again, 133.85. We're looking for top side, or vice versa on the bottom, 132.19 to 131.65. Okay. What else we got down here? TLT up in there. All right. So let's look at crude. So crude, this is what we had drawn. We mentioned that where news was, and you can see that it came up. Here, I'll remove this. And you can see we came right up, we grabbed it, and it pushed back down again, as it should. Yesterday, we were calling for a short. It ended up spiking through by just a little tiny bit, I think. The problem was this one just would not stabilize, right? But all it did is it went up, and then just boom, it collapsed. So, you know, that was the problem we had was like just stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. We were calling for a short from that level. You can see it actually touched the yellow from where we had mentioned before, which was kind of a big zone, right? Not huge, but we knew there were sellers right here anyway. We can remove this. This is out. Let's see what we got now. Oops. Hmm. We got some buyers right below, right? We got some buying in here. Not spectacular, but at this point, we've been unable to go any higher. We did touch it, right? I'd like to see it pull back. I think there's probably a short come out of this one, coming out of 72.62 ish level. I'm not really concerned about the 23.6. There's nothing over there. It was front run. If it does turn, it will turn a little bit before right here. Again, this is the old level of, again, old sellers. It got sliced through, didn't even pull back. So not as important because there was no pullback to it, but I think that's probably an area where we see some basing. Um, Little hiccup here, but I would say right now, I'm assuming that the next couple hours would come back down and maybe touch the 72 mark. 72 would be where the 23.6 is. So I think there's probably a high probability that if we push down, we base at 72, and that may be a point at end of day where we kind of rally a little bit. But nothing, no major trade setups right now. Obviously, yesterday was the big one. Natural gas. So again, natural gas ended up spiking from that 9 o'clock window yesterday back up. Ended up going back and going up to 222, and then it collapsed again back down to the lows. And then again, we had our big kind of impulse move down, right? We had a correction move up, and we're working with our impulse move down. Now, Um, the buyers here have been tested here and here. I don't know how much longer those buyers will be able to hold, and then we had this bit of a racetrack because of the contract reversal or the contract rollover. So, I think if we can get through, I think important levels to look at are because it's going to be this the 210 number. If we can get through 210, I think that's again the bottom of this one is 210.4. So I think 210 flat is going to be a big area where people start pulling that trigger, looking for the next little trade setup. And again, this is obviously because of unless I can not trade traditional options. Um, yeah, but I think if you can get something between this 210 and $2, I think there's probably another little spread trade in there, like we talked about. We talked about one over here before, right? Again, 210 down, nice little spread here. I think the spread goes back on again. Um, could we have that much movement on Friday? Potentially, potentially. If we can trigger it today, it'd be much much better. So, gold. All right, so gold. There was the push yesterday, and I guess we kind of came up. We've gone back up to it again. So, we can take this. I'll leave it there right now, just so you can kind of see where the ranges are. Um, but right now, with this kind of pushing higher, I'm okay with that. Um, for me, for gold right now, we're so close to the core PCE. That's what I'm looking for right now. We're 22 hours in advance. This is one that you look at tonight. Um, Kind of see where we push during the day. Obviously, we'll have some chop back and forth. There's like a little tiny level here, and obviously the 61.8 is going to be a big level. I would like it if we kind of chop through this 73 and we end up over here, end of business. I think, again, I really feel like if we can get, and this one we may even want to pull the trigger early on. Right there's the European Open. If we're sitting, and I'll extend this across. If we are sitting here, right, at the European Open, I think there can be a definite case to go short. Again, technical market, there is a level that it's just kind of right before it. But being a 61.8 at the European Open, we may see this start to deteriorate and start. Whoops, not what I want to do. Wrong one. We may start to see this just all day tomorrow, just push to the downside. Um, because with that PCE number, right? If that PCE number is lower or could be even high, I think both of them have the option to kind of push it to the downside. Okay. Silver, again, silver had a nice spike up and then 830 hit, and silver is pushing back down again. Yesterday we had a few touches, right? Hit this one, hit this one. Four went up, it grabbed the next level, went back down again, hit it, and now we're bouncing off of it again. So, we can continue to move. Whoops. Right. We can pull silver right there. And you can see the 23.6 is kind of where, you know, kind of sitting where we're at right now. Let me pull this level off just to make it a little cleaner. Right now, being at that 23.50, 23.60 part, we're in between the two big sellers right now. I'd like to see what this one does. You can mark this one off the same exact way, and say tomorrow morning at 8:30, right? What did price do in the European session from the 3 o'clock window, right? What did we do between here? Did it go straight down? Right? Is it a European based move, or is it going to be a pullback for a dollar based move? Again, of the two, I do like gold better, but I think we'll have a little bit more volatility in silver. And, just where they are, just saying this one is a lot choppier, and has a lot more actual technical levels than what silver has. Right? Silver doesn't have anything any really near term. So, all right, what do we got here? Apple's hit it. Look, gapped in, pulled back, and now it's broken. So we have our number of touches. Tesla looks very similar, but not quite up to the area of sellers. It's got some more room to run. So let's see. VIX is creeping up a little bit. Right, we're starting to see a basing in here, a bottoming of the dollar. Let's see what we got here. 8:30, 9:30, but there's nothing really. Really a level of basing. Just moving. Wasn't not really sideways enough. Hard. It's not really basing. It just, I mean, it kind of stopped, but not really. We're kind of looking for more something like this, right? This I would say is basing. This kind of basing. This, it's just kind of a slight grind higher. I guess you could. I guess you could say that. It's not really confirmed at 8:30, but it kind of is. Three's right there. So you're up. You're up 1.5 right now. So yeah, it's not horrible. It's not the worst of levels. On the 15, you can see that it. Yeah, I guess it is basing in there, but and it's kind of confirmed. So I mean, you got profit locked in on this one already. NQ. Yeah, this one is confirmed. You have your level basing right there, right? Confirmed right here at 9 o'clock. Let's see, 9:30, 9:45, and we touched at 10. So this one is in. There's 304, so it's officially out. So okay, this one is done. So you're in. So far, you're into positive one. Actually, both were positive. One's already hit full profit target. Other one's on the way. Let's see YM. Um, 30 was here. There's a little bit of a base. Not really. I mean, I guess all the way down here. I guess the best you could say on this one would be there's a level there, confirmed at 5:30. But the 9:30 candle is all the way up here, so it did come down and then kind of pulled back again. So 9:45 ish. I don't know what number is that. It's all right. Yeah, if you're already in two, you wouldn't have pulled the trigger on this one. Although this one is turning right off of this though. A 10. Here's your 10:15 reversal. So yeah, as far as opening print goes, I mean this one didn't really even trigger till 10 o'clock, so kind of out of that range. It was a confirmed level, although we were definitely pushing deep in that downtrend. If you're looking for, you know, more of a 10:30 reversal, 10:15 reversal, that's where you're at right now, right? So again, I'll draw it, but this is not really open print. And again, if you have three on already, there, 1 to 3 exactly. You were what, 90, 85% of the way, 80% of the way on this one. So again, you're stop. You've definitely banked money on this one too. So unless there's a gap pass, you should make money on this. So again, ES is, you're locked in here a little bit. This one's already passed on profit target. This one, come on, there you go. This one, look, you're already at the top, so you've definitely been trailing this one as well. So you're locked in here also. And maybe you saw this one, you're like, well, I'm going to take this confirmed level at 9:45, 10 o'clock. Not quite time for a reversal, but maybe you took this one and you lost one. Um, you're +3 here. Even let's just say you took the loss on the open before trading this one, you're at +2, but you've already got at least one locked in here and at least one locked in here. So you're already up at +5, +6, and this one's about the tag. It's +3. Russell. Okay. Russell also had one. Now, Russell's is a little bit weird because there's where your touch is. Um, it missed it at the open, right? The problem that I have this one is 1800 is sitting right here, right? So it came up, it went down. The 1800 is not enough room to run. So this would not really have been great because I'd have been looking for shorts at 1800. I mean, if anything, with this dropping down, I've been looking more for a short. There is obviously another level of basing down here, right? And maybe, hold on, right? Maybe you got into that if you used the entire red box, then maybe you did, right? But there's the base. So that would have absolutely triggered if you use just the top of the body here on this red. It looks like it did. It actually it did. All right, it did go past. So yeah, okay. So let's see. How far is the 1 to 3 on this one? 1 to 3 is right there. So that's 297. I'll make it there. 3 exactly. So kind of the same thing. If you were looking for, again, 10:15 ish, close enough to a 10:30 reversal, pushing back up. It's well before the 1800. You're about to hit +3 right there. So there you go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Hit it. Hit it. Tickle the bottom. Tickle the bottom. Give me the candle. So yeah. So maybe you looked at this one and said, right? Maybe we're looking for a long, but that was at 10 o'clock. You'd be looking for more of a push than that one, right? So, I don't know. Maybe you took that one as well, but you had to take the base here at 10:30. It was a much better base. So yeah. So interesting play. A lot in the first hour of the market today. A lot of things going at opening print. So not horrible, right? Not bad. And this one, look, it's gonna mess with us. It's gonna mess with us. It's like, no, no, no. We're gonna go right there. Turn around. But it doesn't matter. You're locked in for all of them anyway at this point. You're good there. That one's well beyond. That one's turning back a little bit, and same thing. You're pausing up top. So, but you like just missed the top of this one by a little bit. So you're locked in either way. All right. So that is it for today. Get this set up for tomorrow. Still think we're gonna be good with that. And look, everything's starting to level out. 3, 27, 48, 77. Yeah, this one's still the biggest mover. 125. So they're all starting to level out. All right, let's go ahead and do the drilling for today. Whoa, look at this. Look at this. This could be an easy one today. No Debbie today. Ernest is not in, although I think Ernest is here. Spring break week, baby. Spring break week. Easy to get wins, right? Easy to get wins in spring break. Ernest won his 3, so I'd be kind of surprised. But maybe he's not here today. I know today is Jin's. Oh no, that's next week. Yeah, Jin starts her spring break next Wednesday. But yeah, I told you guys yesterday, I have 6 kids missing this weekend on one team and 3 on the other team. I'm like missing the entire team this spring break. Everybody's traveling this week. So yeah, spring break week, easy to take them. All right, here we go. Let's see who's going to grab it. It's pretty even, right? Pretty even. Winner of today's drawing is Neuro. Neuro takes it with 2. Neuro had what, 50% chance? Yeah, you had a 50% chance, right? Again, 1 and 1 versus 2. Easy win today. So, all right, that's it. And again, spring break week. I mean, we had, who else we had yesterday? We had, Ty was here yesterday too. All right, let's mark this leaderboard off. Let's give Neuro his 25. Tell him, like, Deb, you weren't here. And Neuro took it. He's got a little bit. He's getting closer, back within 500. All right. So that's it for today. Right, a couple minutes past. I started a little bit late. That's fine. Everything's leveling out here. You can see. Oh, look at that! Look how close it is. Maybe it tries to turn now. Maybe, but either way, it doesn't matter. You're locked in unless there's something major that happens. Gaps pass. You're fine. You're banking on all 3 of them. So, oh, my timing was faulty today. Oh, see, Ernest is here. Right. Oh, wow. 1 billion to ex-wife who left him for a woman. Divorce that scandalized Manhattan. Interesting. She hold on, I'm confused. She left you and then you paid her $1 billion? Became enraged when she fell in love. Okay, I don't understand. Like, you left him, but then you want money? I'm not sure how that works. Okay. I'll have to read into that one some more, but sounds like some soap opera drama to me. So, all right, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a great one today. Good trading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.